The moment I saw her sitting across the candlelit table, something in the air shifted. It wasn't the flickering light or the soft hum of the restaurant. It was her eyes, cold and distant, scanning me as if I were a stranger. I thought it was a joke, a fleeting mood, until she leaned back, smiled a smile that didn't touch her eyes, and said in a voice so calm it froze my blood, "Anyone regret who they married?" The words cut sharper than any knife I'd ever felt. Every sound around us seemed to vanish. The clinking glasses, the soft music, even the whispers from neighboring tables faded into silence. That single sentence held the weight of betrayal I never imagined existed in the woman I called my wife. I laughed nervously, trying to convince myself it was a game, a strange joke she thought would amuse me. But the corner of her lips didn't twitch. Her gaze was fixed, and suddenly I realized she was testing me. Testing if I knew. The past few weeks' tiny inconsistencies, the unexplained texts, late nights, the perfume that wasn't mine, flashed like lightning through my mind. Each memory now painted in the harsh light of suspicion. My heartbeat thundered, each pulse screaming at me. Something is wrong, something devastatingly wrong. Then she leaned forward slightly, her voice dropping to a whisper, almost conspiratorial. "You think you know me, but you don't." "Not really." The words were an invitation and a warning. My hands clenched on the table, my mind racing. Could it be that she had been living a double life right under my nose? Could all the smiles, the promises, the nights of whispered love be nothing but lies? I wanted to scream, to shake her, to demand the truth, but I forced myself to stay calm. Calm was my weapon now. My phone buzzed sharply on the table, breaking the tension in a way that felt almost cinematic. It was an unknown number. Check the bag in the car. Now. Confusion and fear collided in my chest as I excused myself, moving through the restaurant without anyone noticing the storm brewing inside me. The valet brought my car around, and I opened the trunk. There it was, her bag carefully placed, almost as if she expected it to be found. Inside, neatly packed, were receipts, photos, and hotel keys. Every item screamed secrets she thought I'd never discover. I unfolded the first receipt, 5-star hotel, suite booked for 2 nights last week. My mind refused to accept it. Then I saw the photos. My wife, laughing, holding another man close, kissing him. Every image a dagger to my chest. I felt my stomach drop. Years of trust, of love, of shared memories, now crumbled into ash in seconds. My hands shook, my vision blurred, but I couldn't look away. Each photo, each hotel key, each subtle sign I had ignored, finally revealed the horrifying truth. She had betrayed me, not once, not twice, but with careful, calculated precision. I returned to the restaurant, carrying the weight of my discovery silently. She looked up, eyes meeting mine, and I saw a flicker of something almost human. Fear, panic, but quickly replaced by her practiced composure. She thought she had the upper hand. She thought I was oblivious. I smiled, the kind of smile that chills bones, and asked softly, "Do you want to explain this?" My tone was calm, deliberate, but the entire restaurant now seemed to shrink around us, everyone oblivious to the emotional explosion about to occur at our table. Her lips parted, but no sound came. I placed the photos and hotel receipts on the table between us, fanning them out so anyone glancing could see. It wasn't just a confrontation, it was an exposure. The silence was unbearable, heavy, electric. The candlelight flickered violently as if mirroring the chaos in my chest. She trembled slightly, a crack in the armor she had built for years. For the first time, she was vulnerable, naked in truth. I leaned closer, voice barely a whisper. "Do you feel proud?" Every lie, every stolen moment, every smile I thought was for me, was for him. Her eyes widened. Panic replaced confidence. I could see the calculations running behind her eyes. Excuses, manipulations, desperate attempts to rewrite reality, but none of it mattered now. I was the only one holding the truth, the only one who could see the magnitude of her betrayal. I stood abruptly, the chair scraping against the floor, drawing the attention of nearby diners. She gasped, a strangled sound that made my heart ache. Not with love, but with a cold, bitter understanding of everything I had lost. I didn't wait for her to explain, didn't wait for apologies that would never be sincere. I walked toward the door, each step heavy but resolute, leaving behind the shattered illusion of our marriage. The photos lay scattered on the table, a visual eulogy for trust destroyed. Outside, the night air hit me like reality itself. I breathed deeply, tasting freedom and heartbreak in the same lungful. Her world was collapsing inside that restaurant, exposed, helpless, and utterly alone. I could feel her eyes on me, burning, realizing that for all her calculated deception, the one she thought was blind had seen everything. I would never return to that same table, that same life, that same betrayal. The anniversary was over. Love had died quietly, mercilessly, and I walked away carrying the weight of truth that would haunt me forever. And as I vanished into the city lights, I knew one thing with absolute certainty: nothing would ever be the same. The woman who coldly asked if anyone regretted who they married had finally met the price of her lies. And though the heartbreak was infinite, the clarity of knowing the truth brought a strange, unsteady peace. The anniversary dinner ended, but the story of betrayal, heartbreak, and silent vengeance would linger in my mind like a shadow that refused to fade.